Hi, it's Graham Bibby part 2. You don't see the first video, but I was videoing, and then the cat that we've been looking after decided to come in the room, and the more I ignored it, the louder it got. So I've erased that video and start again. Anyway, let's have a look here first of all at the NASDAQ, because last night was by any means a bit of a poor night results wise, although the volume was down. So if you get increased volume, that means the institutions are selling because they sell in volume. So the volume was lighter, which means there's not conviction on the downside to selling, and I see some rotation happening. However, let me walk you through this. So on Friday, the markets broke below what could be seen as support levels, although there is a bottom here. And during that evening, buyers came in and sent the market up. So these lines on the right here are where the market ended during for the day. So this day here, it was the high was here, the low was here, ended near the low, and then this day we went lower, which was really negative, and then the buyers came in, just like here, just like here, just like here, and then it sent the market high, just like here. So one would expect that on balance was positive, and then Monday we had this big up day and we ended right on the high, so nobody wants to sell. So normally what would happen is we would be going higher, and certainly we wouldn't be going like we did last night. So that's kind of got a mixed reaction now, because we gave back all that was made on Monday and we've ended near the low. So if we continue lower, and it's an if at the moment, then this could be seen as a lower top from that, then we'll have a lower bottom, and then we've gone into a downtrend on the overall market. The jury's still out, but I think we need to lighten up on some stocks. Netflix, if I zoom out, this is a support level which has been holding on to, even though that's quite a significant sell-off there. And that was a down day, then we were slightly above, and then we had the big day on Monday. This looked really, really positive. And then we had a sell-off last night. Now, the thing is, we could go either way. This could remain support, and we go down and test it. If we break below it, that's not good. But if tonight we go up from here and we actually go above for Netflix 497, so say 498, above 500, let's say, even better, we've then got a really confirmed new uptrend. But the thing is, I don't really want to risk more downside. So I think it's prudent to sell. Apple's the same thing. You could say the support levels here, which it was kind of around the support level when it fell on Thursday, and then Friday it was zooming lower, and all the buyers came in, institutions came in buying. So that meant they thought Apple was good value, and then it followed through on Monday, boom, and we ended near the high. That's great. And then we had this bit of a sell-off. We're still above where we were on Friday, so if we turn up, that'll be good. If we turn down, we've got a lower top, so that's negative. So I'm going to take some things off the table. However, I talked to you about rotation that I thought would be happening. This is Southwest Airlines, airline stock, and from the May low, this is what can happen with these stocks. It went from 22 to 42 in less than 4 weeks, and then we had a bit of a sell-off, came back, and then coronavirus second wave, and then I thought this to me looked like basing. Basing means a bottom in here, and that's where we got all the support, because the stock is down a lot from where it was up here, and it looked to me as if we might move higher. So last night was an up day for the airlines. It was an update also for a relatively good day for the casinos. So this is Wynn. Wynn broke out here in June. It was looking really good. It went from 80 to 110 in about 6 days. However, the second wave of coronavirus has affected the stock. It appears to me here that we're breaking out to the upside, because when we do, we're going to go from 73 to 110 before you know it, which is somewhere around 33% return. And if you're doing CFDs, that relates to about 150% return on the allocation that you have there. So we're kind of broken out here. We need to see it ideally pull back a bit and then carry on. However, got to be a bit cautious because it's against the overall market trend. Now, again, here's the kind of upside we've got. This is American Airlines. It's 11 at the moment, and it burst out into an uptrend at the beginning of June when it looked like the coronavirus was under control, and it went all the way to 23. So there's 100% upside in the stock from here potentially, and even more if we go back to where it was in February, which is 30, which is a 200% move. Now, but if you do that on a CFD, 100% move is 5 times the money allocation. So if we're using margin of say 5,000, that's a 50,000 gain on the one stock. I also see things happening here in Ford. That's kind of trying to break out to the upside. It was up in that down night last night, so that looks very good. And now was up. It's not a fantastic chart, but it's more positive than most of them. And then even I've seen in transportation, shipping, because a lot of places the stock is selling out, and we need to move things around the world, and that's not really been happening, and now it is starting to happen. So shipping is an area. So you can see it's breaking out of this base. It's currently 14. In April it was 27. So 100% upside there. And the other area that I've seen breaking out is the cannabis stocks. I've been looking at those forever. I have a whole section here somewhere on cannabis stocks. Here we go, because I have all these watch windows. And Canopy was the biggest one. Tilray, which we've owned before, looked like it was basing. It had a 10% jump. We have been holding on forever because it broke out of this range. Looked like this was the bull market. There is going to be a bull market in the cannabis stocks. So this is another area we can see rotation into. This is Aurora, which had a big up day. Kronos, big up day. Alpha has broken out to the upside. Budweiser looks like it's in an uptrend. Constellation Brands, which he had before, was food and beverage, and they're going to do infused sodas with basically cannabis. So that's looking very interesting. So right now there's going to be a few sells: Baidu, Snap, Veritex, Netflix, Apple, and Workday. And then I just got to see what happens tonight. Don't despair. I'm with you. I'm really disappointed that it went wham across the board, knocked us back to where we were on before the rise. So it's knocked us back to where we were on Friday's low. However, even if we go lower from here, in order to get more sell signals, there will be rotation, and there is significant upside in those areas. Even the builders looking good. Things like, let me just show you MAR. This is Marriott Hotels. This again looks to me here as if there's a base in formation. It's trying to go higher. It's 86. Well, in June it rose to 120. So that's 30 points, about a 35% upside. And it's nearly 100% upside to where it was in February. So when the coronavirus wanes, these things are going to rise significantly. And then the other thing that we've got is cruise ships, which can't go anywhere. Again, I feel this is a base forming along here. You see this. It's kind of working lower slowly, but it's a big big day for it, or big night for it last night. And if we can start to move up to an uptrend, we could get this sort of thing happening, where you're buying in at 15, and before we know it, we're up 50% on the stock, which is 250% on a CFD, 2.5 times the money that you put up. So if you put 5,000 up, it's going to be 12,500. So there's some big gains to come, I know. So it's Graham Bibby, the Bibster, saying, really disappointed that we didn't get the follow through that should have happened. But technical analysis is an art; it's not a science. So sometimes the market does what the market does, and we need a bit more evidence to see which way we're going from there. Right now, the futures are up. So it could be that last night's sell-off, we're going to see a rise tonight, which would be positive, and maybe the market's going to work sideways. And if it does, we get confirmation about the older sectors doing well, then we'll be doing rotation ourselves. So Graham's saying, I'm watching it very closely, a bit annoyed in last night's market action, but I can't make the market do what I want. It's going to do what it's going to do. So you've got to be in it to win it, and we're in it to win it. So Bibster's saying stay safe, and I'm on it, and I'll be back to you soon. Bye bye.